Hi guys, greetings to you all. You are welcome to the Stretford Africa channel. This is your match reaction video to the Granada game yesterday. The quarter-final game we played in the Europa League against Granada yesterday. Granada 0, Manchester United 2. Before we move straight into it, I would like to urge you all to subscribe to the channel, like the video and share to your friends and family. So let's move straight into the game. Yesterday's performance was a gentleman's performance, in a sense that the performance was not so good and it wasn't so bad either. Yeah, and the results we got from that game is a very encouraging result. A 2-0 win means that we are now taking another step closer to a semi-final. So that's a very, very positive note and something we should all be celebrating and excited about. That being said, I think the game was a very physical game. Granada was very direct and they gave us a lot of troubles physically, which I think the ref had a hand to play in that. We will talk about the ref later on in the video. But before we do that, let's take a look at some few statistics from the game. So when you look at the game, it was a game that United dominated a little bit. So when you take the ball possession stats, for example, United had a 67% possession against Granada's 33%. Total shots, United had 11 total. Granada had 11 total shots against Manchester United's 13. Out of the 11 shots Granada had, 3 of them were on target. United also equally had 3 out of the 13 shots they had on target. And then chances created, Granada created a total of 6 chances against Manchester United's 11. Out of those 6 chances, none of them were big chances. United created 3 chances as big chances from their 11 chances. And then pass success, the pass accuracy rate, Granada had a 59% pass accuracy rate against Manchester United's 86% pass accuracy rate. Corners, Granada had 11 corners, United had 5 corners. Granada committed 14 fouls in the game and as against United's 12 fouls. You see, this place is a very interesting stat. Granada had 14 fouls against Manchester United's 12 fouls. We will talk more about these stats later in the video. And then when it comes to the area of offsides, Granada committed 2 offsides against United 0. So all in all, United had more of the ball. We created more chances than Granada. We dominated the game better than them. Our passing was good, better than theirs. So I think it was a result we really deserved. We deserved to win that game. We dominated them more than they did, and the result was a fair result to both parties. So moving on, let's talk straight about the way the game panned out. As I said earlier, the game was a very, very physical game. Granada came at us, kicking us left, right, center, and the referee didn't say anything about that. The ref just allowed them to kick us, and I was surprised. In the early stages of the game, I thought, wow, this man is a no-nonsense referee. So if that's the case, then we are in for a very, very physical context. Because in the early stages, the guys were kicking our players and he wasn't even giving us some of the fouls. Some he gave us and he never cautioned them. So when he sent that message across, United players got it and they started to react. Because we had to up our game and match their physicality. So when we also started getting physical, then the ref went like, no. Hey you guys, I'm not having it with you. That doesn't apply to you. It is only United that have, it is only Granada that have the right to kick people. I don't give you that right. So they kept kicking us, and when we kicked back, it was yellow cards left, right, center. In the first half, I checked the stats, and Granada had committed about 10 fouls without them getting even one single yellow card. United committed about 6 fouls with 3 yellow cards in the first half. It was too bad. I was very, very furious and shouting at the referee because some of the decisions he was making on that field, I didn't understand. It was too bad. The last time I was that furious about an official was when Nani was given a red card against Real Madrid in our Champions League game during Sir Alex Ferguson's time. It's been a long time since I got that furious with an official. That man yesterday didn't handle the match well at all. It's like he just wore a jersey and he played for Granada. Because the way they were coming at us, Look at the first half. They were just kicking Rashford ankles left, right, center, and even not one of them got yellow carded. But whenever our players went into a tackle, he gave them a yellow card. Look at the number of players we are going to be missing in the return leg. It doesn't speak well at all. The officiating yesterday was not the best. It wasn't the best at all. So I think the ref played a role in allowing the game to be that very, very physical. So that being said, let's move on straight and do our player ratings and bring the show to an end. But before we get into the player ratings, I once again urge you all to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you are enjoying what you are watching, and share to your family and friends. So the player ratings yesterday was DJ in goal. So DJ in goal, DJ gets a rating of 6 for me. He did well yesterday. He got a clean sheet, all right, but Granada really didn't test him that much. So once again, the goalkeeper also had nothing to do in this game. So it was an average performance. 5 is average, so above average is a good rating. DJ gets a 6 for me. Wan-Bissaka just did Wan-Bissaka. You all know what Wan-Bissaka does. He just went about his normal business as usual. So Wan-Bissaka gets a 7 for me. And then Lindelof and Harry Maguire too was very, very solid at the back. Equal, once again, they were very, very solid. And you know Lindelof's contribution to our open goal, that pass was so marvelous that I can't do this video without talking about it. So Lindelof gets an 8 for me, Maguire gets 7, and Luke Shaw didn't play the whole game. So I'll give Luke Shaw a 6, a score of 6. So in midfield, I think McTominay too was very, very solid yesterday. Yesterday his performance was good, so McTominay will also score a score of 7 for me. And Pogba gave the ball away a little bit, but he also grew into the game later on. So Pogba gets a 6 for me. Fernandes, I will score Fernandes a 7 out of 10 because he worked hard and he played to his best ability. Even after the game, the manager was saying that he played the penalty with one of his eyes. The guy really got to his eye and he couldn't see through that eye. So he also did play well. I scored him 7. And then let's go straight to the wings. Daniel James. James gets an average score of 6 for me. Yeah, James, he really didn't do that much good and he didn't do that much bad either. He ran around and did what was expected of him. So he gets a score of 6. In the middle, yesterday was Greenwood. Greenwood was the one leading our line. And yesterday he had one of his worst games in his United career. He didn't play well at all. He was the one giving the ball away yesterday. He gave the ball away a lot of the time, so his performance wasn't that great. And then the last person from the starting 11 is Rashford. Rashford didn't look fit. You know, we all know that he's been playing through injury of late. Yeah, so he didn't look fit, but he made himself available and he helped the team by scoring the goal. So Rashford also gets a high score of 7 for me. 7 out of 10, yeah. I just hope his injury doesn't deteriorate and we get to have him against Spurs this Sunday. And the substitutes, they were not really on the field that much. I think Alex Telles came on at halftime and influenced the game a bit. He put in some very nice crosses. There was one that Cavani should have attacked that he didn't attack. So Telles also gets a score of 7 for me. Yeah, 7 for me. 7 will do for Telles. Cavani gets a 6. And Matic also gets a 6. Van de Beek gets a 6. He wasn't that long on the field. So as for the substitute ratings, I don't really pay much attention to that either because they didn't play the whole game and they didn't start. So that being said, basically that is my reaction to the Granada game. I hope the boys concentrate and get the job done next week so that we qualify and go and play in the semis. I really want us to go on and win this trophy. This team under Oli needs a platform. They need something to believe in, and a trophy this season will do them that favor. So moving on our game this Sunday, we shall be filming our match preview on the game on the channel very soon. So guys, look out for that video. But until we meet on that video, I would like to say a very big thank you all to you guys for watching. And I will keep continuing to urge you to keep supporting the channel, share the videos and the link to the channel to your friends and family, and urge them to subscribe and join the community. So until we meet next time, I wish you all the best. Have a nice time. Bye bye.